course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is en route Italy. That is what we are understanding. Remember, he was in Oslo where he was attending the third summit. And now these are the visuals of him basically departing. He's en route Italy. These are the visuals. And right now, as I was mentioning, he departed from Oslo where he was attending an important summit. This is, in fact, including the five-nation diplomatic tour where India is reaching out to the nations for more diplomatic ties. In Oslo, Prime Minister stressed on the trade ties, strengthening India and Nordic ties, which he described as natural. And now, as the visual suggests on your screens, viewers, Prime Minister is en route Italy for another important event which is lined up on strengthening Italy and India diplomatic ties and the trade ties. Remember, this five-nation tour by Prime Minister also dwells on strengthening the use of artificial intelligence. The message of India in terms of terrorism is also very strong, and that is what Prime Minister is also taking to Italy, where the visit is all about strengthening India and Italy's diplomatic ties. In fact, just ahead of the visit, we also spoke with Italian ambassador. Listen in to that exclusive conversation.
Ambassador Antonio Bartoli, it's a pleasure to have you. And it's such an appropriate time because in a short while, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be in Italy. And this is the big visit. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. Tell me, what is expected? This is such an important moment.
You know, I think it's the seventh time they meet since the beginning of Meloni government. So there is an intense dialogue and a strong chemistry between the leaders. Of course, this is very important in contemporary politics, but is even more important because this corresponds to a lot of similarities and convergences between the two countries. Let me give some example. We are a big civilization, great civilizations. We are peninsulas in the respective seas, and so we are interested in IMEC because this existed 2,000 years ago. You want to develop to enhance your manufacturing system. Italy is the second manufacturing powerhouse in Europe, and we have extraordinary machinery. We are leading space powers, and we are, of course, great culture. So we have a natural terrain of collaborations. There is a political dialogue that goes beyond the prime ministers, and just to mention the visits that in the last 18 months we had here, twice the Deputy Prime Minister, Tajani, twice the Minister of Industry, and then the Minister of Defense some days ago, and the Minister of University and Research, very important, the Minister of Shipping, the Vice Minister, the Undersecretaries for Defense and Foreign Affairs. So you have a continued, Minister Goyal was in Italy to co-chair the Economic Committee and the Business Forum in Italy. The Minister of Culture, your Minister of Culture, just came back from Venice for the inauguration of Biennale. So there is, and there were many also parliamentary representatives, not to speak about the business delegations and the scientific delegations. And so it's really a dialogue that all-encompassing, let's say.
So what are the expectations? This is such an important visit. What do you think?